It's the Akron Zips. And the Zips will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. And we are going to be treated to a great show today, Jesse. Two of the most dynamic players in the country in the same backfield. And you got to give this coaching staff credit for bringing these two guys into the program, right, David? You're lucky if you just have the quarterback. But on top of that, you get this game-breaking running back, and this is so difficult for a defense to stop.
It's so frustrating because I got to stop the run game. I got to really get focused, get numbers, but then the quarterback can hurt you. This duo is one of the best in the country. They do it against every single defense. People are still looking for answers.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Powers. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him quickly. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The offense lining up for a first down play. Changing the routes with his receivers. Drops back on first down. Oh, pressure's coming. He's going to run it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it to the right. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Third and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Needs it. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to instead of letting the defense dictate.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Zips offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes the freshman quarterback who has certainly outperformed his recruiting ranking. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, it's Hill. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the 21. The Zips will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking downfield, it's Powers. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Short pass. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sells the run, looking to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The fake wants to throw. Got him downfield. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Moves the pocket. It's Powers. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hits inside. It's Hill. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
3rd and 8. See if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over it. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Looks it in. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
To the air, it's Powers. Escapes the pressure going right. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Hill. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Now setting up shop in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Moving out to the right. There he goes. Got enough space. And they're in for a touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Zips ready to go on offense. Just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset.
Caught, and he's got room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Defense in press coverage. Here comes the heat. Hauls it in. He's brought down, stops right at the 50-yard line. And the Zips racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got him.
It's a running room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it behind the line. It's Hill. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll keep it on 2nd down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Akron!
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And he made the extra point without problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Powers. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. the guy you want to throw to is not open, just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
He's changing the play. Second down to the air. Reels it in. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Under pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Had to force that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Got to make the play on fourth. And they'll have 2 left. Makes the grab in their space. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Zips have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for the edge.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
The play fake. Fires it incomplete. This crowd knows when to bring it. On third down, he drops to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The give to the left side. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Powers. Escapes the pressure to his right. Fires on the move. He's open on the right. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Hill. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first. He'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Prince. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. They're looking to pass from the red zone. On target. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Got it. Looking for the end zone. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll go to the air. Wide out trying to get it in. He's in for the score. Touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Deep in the end zone, it's White. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see how they handle it. Running inside, it's Hill. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's South Carolina with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. As for your game and an interesting first half, let's take a look at the numbers of note. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Zips line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll go back to work on offense. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Off play action on 1st down. Rush is on. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Wants to throw. It's Powers. Buying time to his right. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And here's what I like about this play, man. First thing you do is take away the easy stuff. Make him react. Get him outside the pocket.
It's a fake. Look out. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on fourth down. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. The Zips now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on second down. Throws to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Keeps it himself. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. And the Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. To the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. Back to throw, it's Powers. He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll need a bunch on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right side, it's Booth. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Right back to it. Turning it on. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the gun, the running back has it. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Got some green grass. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And he gets rid of it.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Nowhere to go.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggled to try to find...
Lined up forget the kick. He's going to throw it. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the three. The run inside. It's Hill. He's got enough. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Grab behind the line. It's Mason. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. On play action. Rush right in his face. Finds his man. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Man, those sting, man. The third down, the money down.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on fourth down. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll try it over the left side. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
And you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Sets his feet. It's Powers. Makes the grab. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Turns it upfield. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets...
Snags it, and there's running room. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. New set of downs after the completion. Oh, pressure's coming. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Out of the gun. The running back has it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 3rd and 3. Selling the fake. Caught. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. From the gun. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll use another timeout to try to save as much time as they can for their offense. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Drops back on 1st down. That's caught. It's Mason.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Needs it here on 4th down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll run him again. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Back to throw, it's Powers. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35. The Akron offense ready to set up shop. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Second down, gonna throw it. Hauls it in. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.